Let's go to Zhang Viscera. The topic is spleen physiological functions, part 2. Raising of the clear. This is a characteristic function of the spleen and refers to both raising clear qi upward and stabilizing the internal organs in their original locations. Controlling the raising up of the clear. Here, the clear means the nutrients that are extracted from drink and food, and raising the clear means propelling them upward and distributing them. After food and drink have been digested by the stomach, the spleen extracts the nutrients and, through its function of raising the clear, delivers them upward to the heart and the lung, and thence to the entire body. If this function of the spleen is normal, all the internal viscera and tissues will obtain enough nutrients and function well. If it is abnormal, there may appear such symptoms as dizziness, blurred vision, and fatigue. If clear yang fails to ascend, the clear and the turbid may remain intermixed and sink downward. This may be manifested by such symptoms as spermaturia, vaginal discharge, abdominal distension, and diarrhea. Stabilizing the normal locations of the various organs. All the visceral organs have their own normal fixed locations, and this location for each organ is dependent upon the spleen's ability to raise the clear. The reason behind this is that the muscles, ligament, and fasciae that hold and support the internal organs in their locations also depend upon nourishment by nutrients transported and distributed by the spleen. If spleen qi does not rise but actually sinks, then the stomach, the liver, and the kidney may all become ptotic, and the uterus and the rectum may prolapse. Clinical experience suggests that the degree of ptosis or prolapse of these organs is proportional to the degree of spleen deficiency. Thus, the function of spleen qi in raising the clear and the function of the spleen in transforming and transporting are interconnected and mutually supportive under both normal and abnormal conditions. Commanding blood flow. This function indicates that the spleen participates in controlling blood and causing it to circulate only in its proper passages and not outside them. In reality, this function reflects the governance of blood by spleen qi. Because the spleen is the source of the growth and development of qi in blood, if spleen qi is abundant, then the fullness of qi and blood in the body can be assured, and qi is able to command blood to flow within its vessels without extravasation. But if spleen qi is deficient, it is unable to command blood. Blood can then flow outside of its vessels, leading to such manifestations as hematochezia, or blood in the feces, hematuria, or blood in the urine, metorrhagia, uterine bleeding, and purpura, or bleeding under the skin. Common features shared by these manifestations are longer duration of bleeding, a light color to the blood, and bleeding in the lower parts of the body. In clinical practice, these conditions are often treated by the method of invigorating the spleen to augment qi. Thank you so much for your attention.